Man, peace, everybody. What's good? What's good? I had an intro I was gonna play, and I decided not to because something's up with StreamYard. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now. That shit was like spinning for the longest. I guess it's ready now, but fuck it, man. We just gonna get into it because I said I wasn't gonna make y'all wait any more than the initial 10 minutes. But man, this shit is funny, man. So y'all see the thumbnail. Dr. Umar Johnson. Okay, I repeat, Dr. Umar Johnson. Let me get this straight. Dr. Umar Johnson, descendant of what the fuck? Descendant of Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, Prince of Pan-Africanism, will be evicted from FDMG Academy. That shit will be auctioned by the 25th of this month about some shit. And look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. This is one of the reasons why I always say, with great power comes great responsibility. And when I say great power, I mean that shit. That shit ain't just some superhero line or no shit like that, right? This is some real shit. Like, sometimes just the power of intelligence, the power of public speaking. You know what I'm saying? The gift of gab, which, let's keep it real, whether you like Dr. Umar Johnson or not, that's a fact. That motherfucker does definitely have the gift of gab. Because this motherfucker was able to raise over 7 figures just off of the strength of his fucking mouthpiece, man. Pause. Over the last like 15 damn years. What a fucking, I want to say joke, but what a fucking shame. What a travesty. What a waste. Okay? Now, a shout out to all of the people that have been reporting on this shit. People don't know what the fuck Dr. Umar Johnson is going to do. Like, y'all don't know if he is going to just bury his head in the sand, which I don't see how he gonna do that because the motherfucker's still gonna have to make a living. Like, he can't just bury his head in the sand. What up, Tamika? You know what I'm saying? I'm about to give a roll call to everybody in the chat. I see you, Black Pearl. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. What up, Club Fortune? Salute, fam. Salute. You know, we're actually simulcasting live on 2 channels. We're at both the home of the official YT Thirds tonight, and we also at the Auntie's, the Boiler Room. So if you're not subbed to the other channel, y'all make sure y'all sub over there. But no matter where you guys are, the super chat's available. Donations. What the fuck, man? This is a joke. Like, this nigga is fucking pathetic. But nah, for real. Y'all likes, y'all shares, y'all subs, hitting the notification bell. That's plenty for me. Like, for real. That shit is plenty for me. Like, if it's that bad that I need y'all donations to make a living, that means my ass need to get a job. So people don't know, is Dr. Umar Johnson just going to get a job? I don't think so. Is Dr. Umar Johnson, because this is one of the reasons why he told y'all his accounts were frozen, which I believe, yes, his accounts are frozen. That's what happens when you run a 15-year-long Ponzi scheme, motherfucker. Eventually, that shit's going to fall on itself. You about to run the fuck out of money. So yeah, your shit is frozen. So what the hell you think he's gonna do? I'm gonna tell you what I think the motherfucker's gonna do. That motherfucker's glad that this shit about to get auctioned. Yeah, that motherfucker's glad that this shit is about to get seized. He's glad them accounts are gone. Because this is just gonna be an excuse to start this whole entire hustle all the fuck over again. Let me give a roll call to everybody in the chat. I see you, Room Shaker, in the building. Shout out to the Cynical One, also in the building. Red Flintstone, also here. I got L'Oreal, L-O-Real. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Most Hated Bronze, Flat Power God, also in the building, too. You know what I'm saying? The one and only Black Pearl. You know I love you. What up, Black Pearl? You know what I'm saying? Again, Club Fortune, Tamika in the building, too. Glad y'all made it through. Choco Kitty in the building, too. I also saw Warren up in here. Warren was in here earlier, man. My bad for being late, but I'm glad to see you, Warren. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all make sure y'all show love, share each other out, subscribe, show each other. Make sure y'all show each other some respect in the chat. Don't be cursing each other out and all that other shit. Or don't get too disrespectful. We're actually going to kick it off with the official intro right now. I'll be right back in about not even 3 minutes.
I'm in second place and you passed me. What place are you in?
First.
First place?
Yes.
I'm in second place and you passed me. Well, how would you be in first place?
Because I passed you. I passed you, so I'm in first.
I'm in second place, though.
Congratulations. Now I'm in first because I passed you. I passed you. Are we running? Are we driving? It doesn't matter. I passed you. I'm in first.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me on that one. You know what I'm saying? I had to step away for a second, get everything queued up. But we going to see this motherfucker begging for some more cash apps and donations. We're about to see this motherfucker's entire 20-minute beg. So all of y'all that been caping for this motherfucker for years, and I get it. That's the reason why folks are able to fall for these scams, because there's usually some kind of truth to all of these scams. Real shit. You know? So this is the old school soapbox hustle that everybody been falling for. Real shit, man. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker talk about it, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Your ass is over here wearing dashikis and shit made in India, made in Bangladesh and shit. You know? Repeating the same shit 4 and 5 times. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. But the black queens you be fucking with be smelling like fish tanks. So your words, not mine. You know? And you don't have no problem airing their ass out on your own social media platform. No pun intended. Let's go.
Special announcement. FDMG Academy bank accounts are still frozen. Dr. Umar personal bank account is still frozen. Brothers and sisters, we are fighting this war against FDMG and Dr. Umar Ifatunde. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We were supposed to get a refund within 4 days of our accounts being shut down. We still haven't got our refund.
No, you weren't supposed to get a refund. This is what happens when they garnish your motherfucking assets and shit. When they and remember, I said this shit on the Coffee and Chill stream not too long ago. I will be making that shit public. Your accounts were not frozen. Them shits were levied, motherfucker. And we gonna bring up those receipts too, because we're able to actually see the judgments against not just you, Mr. Scott G, also the judgments that were made against FDMG Academy, All right, your aliases of Frederick Douglass, Marcus Garvey, and the other ones. Okay, you owe the city of Wilmington, Delaware, over $40,000 fucking dollars in shit you ain't paid. See, this is what happens when these motherfuckers straight up just go mini Madoff, straight mini Madoff. And you can say whatever you want about motherfuckers like Bernie Madoff. Oh, he was white, he was able to get away with that. At least that motherfucker went big and shit. That motherfucker took billions, my niggas. This son of a bitch banged your ass for just over like maybe $1 million and change. Like, this is pathetic. If the only thing you got in this world is your face and your balls, why the fuck would you sell them shit so fucking cheap, man? Like, for real, if you was gonna scam your people and you was gonna do that shit in the name of Pan-Africanism, all right, and say that you was doing this shit in the name of black boys, all right, and black girls in the black community, you know what I'm saying, and literally snake oil your way into all of that single mama trauma bonded pussy. Let's keep it real. The least you could have did was made some legit coin out of it, so that way you could have bought a real African made dashiki, nigga. Let's go.
We still haven't got our refund. We still haven't got our refund. So not only are the accounts frozen, make sure y'all hit my Venmo and my PayPal. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist. PayPal.me/Umar the Psychologist, or tap my Venmo.
Why would the fuck would anybody do that, nigga? You don't even pay your fucking bill. Man. This nigga still like look at that shit. Still begging. This nigga literally has a total of probably about 12 days before his shit is auctioned. There ain't no saving this shit. That's it. But this is just an excuse for that nigga to start the hustle all up over again.
Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus? Brothers and sisters, why are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence? Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs. They didn't even tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice.
Nah, they're not going to tell you that they're going to sell your shit. They're just going to garnish your fucking shit, and they're going to send you letters that look like bills, nigga. over and over again. And if you keep on refusing to pay them, they ain't about to tell you what they're about to do with your shit other than just take your shit. What up, Frieza? That's kind of how it works. You know? But we're going to listen to him just say the same shit over and over again. You know, I guess that's the game. But either way, let's go back to some other shit, right? Because I guess this is some kind of plot to take down, you know what I'm saying, black folks. We don't want black schools to come up. Look, I feel bad for people that have been donating to this shit. Well, matter of fact, nah. I don't feel bad for people that have been donating because a dumbass and their money was lucky enough to get together in the first place. Okay, so I don't feel bad for you losing your money. I just feel bad that you were born dumber than a box of rocks because I heard stupidity is like hereditary. Real shit. I feel bad for you. You was probably born a fucking idiot. I doubt it's like some kind of random virus that you just caught overnight. You've likely been dumb as fuck all your life if you've been donating to this nigga anytime over the last, I'll give you over the last like maybe 12 years plus. The first 3 years, I get it. But after that, come on, man. Because niggas been saying this school wasn't going to open ever since like 2014, 2013. But I'm going to show y'all something. We're about to like skip to it, right? Donations. Donations. Donations.
Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
Look at this shit. Y'all really fell for this shit, man. This nigga holding up a fucking Red Lobster card. A $25 Red Lobster gift card, bro. That shit'll get you some biscuits, dog. That shit'll get you some biscuits at Red Lobster. Look at this shit. Oh, Lord. Isn't this a fucking joke? Same nigga that ain't even talked to his own daughter in 20 fucking years, man. I want a biscuit. But yet this motherfucker is supposed to be able to to be able to be some kind of principal and teach your kids. Like, this is a joke. But we gonna get into it. And shout out to this brother. Let me see whose channel this is, because I found this video earlier. Okay, I need some understanding channel. I'm gonna drop the link to this video in the chat if anybody wants to see it in its entirety. But this was some real deal research and homework, and y'all could do it just the same and check it out. He actually tells you how he got it, but they was able to find this nigga's judgments. All right.
Court Connect for the state of Delaware on the screen here. This is the judgment search. I have Douglas as the last name, Frederick as the first name. Again, you could do this same thing that I'm doing on your cell phone, on your computer at home. So this is not any AI. This is not any Photoshop images. So we're going to search. The judgment search results come up. We have two case IDs here. Let's go with this first one right here for 17 grand, almost 18,000. It says City of Wilmington, plaintiff versus Frederick Douglass. This is the case.
Plaintiff versus Frederick Douglass. City of Wilmington. All right. This is why your accounts are frozen, nigga. Or levied. That's the word. See, levy is when they just lock you out of your shit, all right, and take whatever the fuck is in there, all right, and they put it toward what the fuck you owe, all right. That's why you can't get in there, and that's why likely even Umar don't know why, because he didn't call them people. Because that's all your bank gonna do is give you a number to call. Not even a number. They're just gonna tell you the entity that levied your shit. The government agency that literally took control of your shit. And when they do eventually release the levy on your accounts, that shit will likely have a zero balance. That shit will have a zero balance because you didn't even have enough in your account to cover what the fuck you owe, nigga. Let's go.
Case number here. You can also search by case number NJ25 J02114. All right. Again, as we see, City of Wilmington, plaintiff versus Frederick Douglass. We're going to scroll down here. This is some of the defendant's information. What would be Umar? He goes by many aliases.
Look at this shit. Douglas Frederick, Garvey Marcus, RBG International Leadership Academy, Inc. Tax parcel number 26029-40028. All right. Goddamn, man.
Douglas Frederick. He has Garvey Marcus. Then he has RBG International Leadership Academy, Inc. Let's scroll down to some of the filing details and let's get straight to it. So he has a judgment against FDMG school amounting in $17,810.77. What makes up those charges? $1,854.17 in water and sewage charges. Exterior improvement charges of $156. Vacant.
Yeah, dog, you got a fucking $1,800 water bill for a school that no one has ever attended. How long your faucet been leaking, motherfucker? Damn shame. Sewage charges and $15,000 worth of a vacant registration fee. In other words, your shit is an abandoned building. That is what it is. It's a condemned damn building.
Registration fee. Vacant registration fee. $15,500. So when you hear me refer to these schools as abandoned buildings, no, there really are abandoned buildings, and he's literally being fined for
them toilets was just running, Bridget. Them shits was just running and running and running and running and running. That's a lot of drip coming out them faucets, man. Them faucets been dripping for 6 fucking years. That toilet just been running for 6 fucking years. Nigga, you better have a plumber come in there and clamp that shit, nigga.
For those abandoned buildings. Over close to $16,000 in fines for vacant registration fee. All right. As we see, this is case number 114, the last 3. We're going to go back one more time. We're going to click on this second one. This is 115. Again, City of Wilmington plaintiff versus Frederick Douglass. You see the multiple aliases that's used by Umar Johnson. And here we have the description. On this parcel, he owes $20,577.45. What makes up those charges? $4,650.75 in water and sewage. Vacant registration fee, again, of $15,726.70, and a civil penalty charge of $200 for a grand total of $20,577.45.
That's half of that shit. $20,577.45. So miss me with the bullshit. Ain't nobody hacked your account. You are not the victim of fraud. Okay, if anything, everybody that has been donating to your shit are victims of fraud. As dumb as they are to give you a red cent, a penny, a dime, or to send you even a Red Lobster gift card for $25 fucking dollars. They might be stupid as fuck, but they are victims of fraud, nigga. You ain't no victim of fraud. Okay? This is the law. This is what happens when you do not pay your bills. Everybody knows this shit. You don't pay your car note, they will come take your car. You do not pay your rent, they will kick you out of your fucking crib. You do not pay your mortgage, they will foreclose on your shit. All right, you don't pay your rent-a-center bill, they will come and take your baby's crib. They don't give a fuck. That's what happens when you don't pay your goddamn bills. And people like, oh, well, where all the money went? Where all the money went? Think about it. Your average person likely has about, I don't know, what, about $40,000 a year? Somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000 a year of just basic expenses. Food, bills, clothes, rent, just basic expenses. This motherfucker's job was literally talking shit. That's his job. That's what he does for a living. He sells snake oil. He runs a Ponzi scheme. And as all Ponzi schemes go, eventually today's money cannot keep paying off yesterday's investors, and you got to make a living too. So eventually the shit falls on itself. So y'all fall for this mini Madoff bullshit if you want to.
So now that we have the proper context, it makes so much sense. The video I released a few days ago, and I'm going to play that clip when Umar initially came out talking about his bank accounts being frozen. Again, it sounds like this story might have been all manufactured by Umar, because he understood what was coming down the pike with these judgments filed against him, and maybe it was a desperate attempt to try to raise this almost $40,000 that he will need. Because if he's unable to come up with that amount, we obviously know what's going to happen. You'll be able to seize and take possession of this school. Now, is this Umar's way?
All that shit is school. They're about to take possession of that unoccupied dwelling. That's what the hell they're going to do. It's not a fucking school. Ain't nobody learned shit in that motherfucker. All that nigga did was paint the damn walls black, green, yellow, and red. And put a floor in that bitch. All right? That might have been a school for some carpenters, some general contractors. But that damn sure ain't no school.
Way out of this FDMG school scam to ultimately try to blame black people and say, hey, we didn't raise enough money, allegedly, even though we know Umar Johnson has raised well over 7 figures from this FDMG school scam in the 10 plus years, really 15 plus years that he's been collecting donations.
Not enough.
Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But before I play the video, I want to show you this. This is the vacant property fees for the city of Wilmington. Let me scroll to the top. You can see the city of Wilmington, Delaware here. Again, this is all information that you can go and look up yourself. This is not anything that I'm computer generated. This is no AI. This is no Photoshop. Okay. We have vacant property fees. The registration fee due for each property is determined by the number of years the property has been vacant. And the fee structure is as follows: less than 1 year, nothing. 1 year vacant, 500. 2 years vacant, 1,000. 3 to 4 years is 2,000. 5 to 9 years is 3,500. 10 years vacant is 5. $5,000, and anything over 10 years vacant is $5,000 plus an additional $500 for every year the property is vacant over 10 years. Now we know Umar Johnson has had these buildings since roughly 2019, so about.
Look, man, you got $3,500 according to that shit. $3,500 of the $40,000 that you owe just the city of Wilmington alone. That's it. See, this is what happens when you purchase commercial property like that and the shit's totally vacant. Mr. Tap Your Pockets. What up, KP from KC5? What up, what up, what up? You know? Donations. Y'all smash the like button, man. Appreciate y'all.
6 years or so. So maybe that's where this accumulation of those vacant registration fees are coming from. So he hasn't been paying these fees since.
Why do you have to pay so much on the vacant property? I mean, you were supposed to be using the property to actually add to the economy in the community. Because if you were using that shit for its intended purposes, it would be generating revenue and it would be able to pay its own bills. See, that's the purpose of a successful business. It's kind of supposed to just run itself when it comes to expenses. It's not hard. It's really not hard. That's why you see idiots, literally not smart people, that are able to run successful businesses all the time, because it's not hard. Not hard at all. The shit brings in a certain amount of money. It has a certain amount of expenses. You pay them shits off and you keep the damn change, or you put it in the damn expense account, because random shit will happen. You can expand, you can grow, give yourself a bonus, do whatever the hell you got to do. But because you got a business that doesn't make any money, but yet you spend money, like your business is spending fucking money, and you have to fund the lifestyle. Like, he's got to get to these speaking engagements. He's got to fly all over the damn world and get here. And he's got to pretend to be some shit that he's not. That shit costs money, man. If the business ain't making none because you have not been able to enroll a single student. I was actually watching Anton Daniels stream earlier. It's like, you do know you could have did this shit online at this point. You could have had an online business which would have funded your brick and mortar business. You had any sense. And usually that's the way it works with these Ponzi schemes. If the son of a bitch wasn't so damn greedy, he probably would have had a successful business. Isn't that a shame? Isn't that a damn shame? Now, it might not have been all of the shit that you hyped it up to be, but it would have been a decent, successful business. You might not have been able to just school young black boys from grades kindergarten to grade 12 and shit. But you could have just started with a basic after-school tutoring program. You could have started with some actual black history and Pan-African courses. Just something to generate more revenue than you're kicking out.
Since he acquired these buildings. Again, like I said, he's been talking about certificate of occupancy. He was talking about all major renovations that have been done on the school. I mean, he's given numerous dates of the school being opening. It's all lies. I mean, I've been telling people this for some time now. But as we can see in black and white, it's all bullshit.
I agree. Hey, I agree. But this motherfucker right here, this shit falling on itself, man. And that's what happens with these Ponzi schemes. He was able to run that shit for 15 damn years. And I can guarantee you somebody donated to this motherfucker today. That's how desperate he is. They had to come onto the internet, onto Beyonce's internet, and come begging some more. Because the accounts have been accepting these donations that he been dipping into just to gas up his fucking car. Ain't got no money in them. Niggas fuck, nigga hungry. Nigga probably need a goddamn sandwich, man. Nigga got his own rent this dude. Ain't that some shit?
It's all complete bullshit. This story that he manufactured regarding these bank accounts being frozen, another lie. Again, it's one of two things. Either this was a desperate attempt to try to galvanize his base, to try to collect some money so he can pay off these debts they had so he doesn't lose the school, or he's going to use this bank freeze as the way to say, man, brothers and sisters, we had the money, but they froze the accounts. And now the accounts is locked up and we got to go to court and we got to fight. And then he'll ultimately wind up losing the school.
He'll ultimately wind up losing the school. That motherfucker lost that shit. He lost the building. And that motherfucker gonna come back and try to start this shit from scratch all over again. Watch. And I'll be 100 with you. This son bitch right here is gonna be lucky as shit to be able to dodge prison time. Okay? Because you ain't got Diddy money. When they decide to hit you with fraud, you about to go down. And nobody gives a flying fuck about your Pan-African Miyagi-Do headband that you got on, nigga. They are about to fucking hit you. You about to do 3 to 5, all right, for check fraud, wire fraud, mail fraud. Oh, yeah.
One or two things. Again, it all makes so much sense now that he contrived this his bank accounts being frozen. It's all bullshit. And even in this video, this little clip that I'm going to play, he even kind of alludes to what some of the information I just showed you. Let me play the clip here for you.
So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a time.
Did you hear that? We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. Let me play it back for you one more time. Again, I've always said, if you let Umar talk, he tells on himself every time.
So the FDMG Academy account is frozen. My personal account is also frozen. That means we're going to lapse on our utility bills. We're going to lapse on our internet bill. We're going to lapse on a lot of our bills at FDMG. The bank is not giving me a timeline as to when this situation is going to be resolved.
There you have it right there from Umar's mouth. Again, he made this video already knowing of these fines and the city of Wilmington pursuing these fines against FDMG. That's why he derived this whole story from the beginning. Again, it never made sense to me for him to try to blame this on Lynn and Honor and the lady he was Lene, his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, bro, don't blame nobody else. But here, we're going to go back into what Umar had to say. This is really pathetic, man. Like, this is pathetic. You know?
We received no notice by email. We received no phone calls at all that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door handle. Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion. I believe, brothers and sisters, and please let me know your opinion.
Fuck, bro, this shit getting on my fucking nerves. Look, I'm gonna let you know this. How the fuck you gonna tell me nobody sent you a letter or any of this shit and this paperwork exists? Are y'all still believing this shit? Over and over again, this nigga just said, look, I did not know. I didn't even get a letter. They just took my shit, froze my shit. What the fuck is this? Man, shout out to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Shout out to the YouTubian struggle streamers for doing the work for me. I didn't even have to go on these damn sites and look at this shit. Shout out to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Hit the Cash App. Hit the PayPal. Hit the Venmo. You know, hit the Red Lobster gift cards. Go to Publix. I'll take a gift card there. I'll take EBT. I'll take Snap. I'll take whatever I can. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Even if you smell like a fish tank, just buy me a plane. Cause I ain't got no fucking dough. I'm broken in the motherfucker. You know, get the fuck out of here, man.
Opinion. I believe that they were going to sell the school and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they wanted to sell the school before we found out. We were not supposed to know that they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter and
no notification. No notification. Get them donations. Bro, I cannot read this shit. I know that shit say the icon. That's it, but man, shout out to you. I can't read that, but salute, bro. Salute. I gotta learn how to read hieroglyphics in Hebrew, bro. What the fuck? Yo, but yeah, this motherfucker, what up, Kills? Yo, this motherfucker talk about he had no notification or none of that shit. Look at this shit, man. No, that's why I said in the beginning of the stream, Kills. They say with great power. Oh, all right, what up, Rico? Yo, salute, bro. Bro, I can't read hieroglyphics, dog. But nah, man, shout out to you, bro. Nah, but bro, real shit. With great power comes great responsibility, man. That's not just some superhero cliche. That's real, bro. You got a gift like the gift of gab. You got a gift of intelligence. Umar Johnson, come on, man. You can't be this fucking stupid. At some point, you had to know this shit was going to fall on itself. Why the fuck would you even come back to the States? Why didn't you just get one of these fucking loser ass chicks that be donating to your ass, bro? One of these fish tank smelling ass chicks to just take care of and hide your ass, bro. I don't get it. You can't be this fucking stupid. Like, this nigga really does believe that this shit is just easy to pull off again. Like, you really think you about to pull off another 15 years of this hustle? It ain't gonna happen. The Prince of Panhandling.
the mail. We received no email. We received no phone call that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door.
Yeah.
In a low-income neighborhood, they put a notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape.
Yeah, that's what they do. It's called an eviction notice. It's called the notice to vacate, motherfucker. That's what the hell that shit is. And yeah, they're going to do that shit with masking tape. And the reason why you get the rubber band too is because it's like more than one piece of paper. They got a bunch of different pieces of paper because a lot of people want their fucking money. That's the only reason why you got a rubber band too. And to be honest, I hope they charge your ass for the fucking rubber band and the masking tape. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Hope they charge you for that shit too. And the paperwork filing fee. And they charge you for the fee that the city had to pay the deputy sheriff to serve that shit. You know? So you want to talk that shit about the black struggle and the Pan-African struggle or whatever? Now the fuck you know what it's like to be, not just be black, but nigga be broke, motherfucker. Because that's what happens when you don't pay your goddamn bills. They will come and take your shit. So you lucky that's the only thing they coming down on you for is not paying your bills. Because next they about to come down on your ass with them fraud charges. 100.
Brothers and sisters, it gets worse. Back in April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees, I had asked the city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply our nonprofit waiver. According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If they would have applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, we would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing.
Actually, according to this, no. You would still owe about $25,000 because your vacant property registration fees totaled out to about $15,500, and you owe a total of $40,000. Just saying. You know? What up, Freezy? Salute, bro.
We would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months. They ignored my phone calls for 4 months. They ignored our emails for 4 months. They ignored our phone calls for 4 months. And instead, the first time I hear from them since April, the first time I hear from them since contacting them April, asking them to apply our vacant property registration fee waiver to the past 4 years so we would owe absolutely nothing, they ignored me since April. They ignored me since April. No phone call, no email, nothing in the post.
Man, they supposed to ignore your ass. They want money. Niggas don't want to talk to you. You've been talking shit for 15 years. You hear this shit? Why the hell would you want to talk to a motherfucker? You at this point, you want your motherfucking money. And people ain't trying to hear that shit. They sent you a bill, multiple bills, and you ain't paid none of them. So unless you about to talk to the motherfuckers, all right, with 16 digits in expiration date and a 3-digit CVV, or if you're going to be using your American Express card, you can have 15 digits and a 4-digit CVV, which is on the front of the goddamn card, along with that expiration date. Motherfuckers don't want to hear shit you got to say. And they'll usually take a certified cashier's bank check too. But unless you're about to talk that 15 or 16 digit language or that account and routing number language, they don't want to hear shit your ass got to say, nigga. And what's funny is nobody asks this motherfucker one thing. They'll listen to all of the shit that he's saying. Why don't somebody just ask his ass, why the fuck didn't you have a lawyer go down there and talk on your behalf? Why didn't anybody just ask that? Will he answer that? I'll tell you why, because that motherfucker ain't got no damn lawyer. Shout out to Sir Ism. What up, Sir Ism? Salute. I think I might open up the panel on this one, man. Let y'all go to fuck in on this nigga. But yo, I got to get my roast on this nigga, because you know what's up. This nigga got a 19-minute and 16-second long video begging for a sandwich from his fucking donors. You know what I'm saying? From his loyal donors. You know what I'm saying? And his fish tank smelling fanatic groupies and shit. But it's really only like maybe an 8-minute video, because nigga says the shit like the same shit like 3-4 times over. It's really bad, man. Really bad.
Postal mail since April. And the first thing we find out, the first time we hear from them since April, is a letter on the front door of the school, affixed with a rubber band and masking tape. A rubber band and masking tape. Brothers and sisters, giving us 20 days to pay these back taxes. We already paid $30,000 for water that we don't even use.
Yeah, bro. It's called the city sewage and water tax, nigga. That's the cost of doing business. That's the cost of doing business. That nigga say, yo, we already paid $30,000. Yeah, motherfucker, the price is more than that. And the expenses keep on coming. That's how it works with bills. They don't give a shit if you already paid $30,000. Nigga, them shits keep coming in every goddamn month. Every month, every year. You gotta pay this shit. You know? And this motherfucker trying to open up a school to teach your kids. Only an idiot will fall for this shit, man.
Just paid $30,000 to the city of Wilmington for water that we don't even use. And now we got to pay another $30,000 for vacant property registration fees that we shouldn't even owe, because we should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. We should have a waiver. And it gets worse, brothers and sisters. It gets worse because they are raising the vacant property registration fee. They are
donations, 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 gifts, gifts, gifts. Donations, donations, gifts.
raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. I'm going to say it again. They are raising the vacant property registration fee this fall from $5,000 a year to $12,000 a year. Brothers and sisters, I want y'all to get ready for a protest. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism. I'm going to call it what it is, racism.
Racism. Oh shit. Yo, shout out to Freezy. No captivity with Freezy, dog. You gotta do something on this shit, Freezy. I promise you, bro. Tag me. I'm coming through. Dude, cause Freezy do his content on racism and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Q Butter. Shout out to everybody that actually does real content calling out racism. But you got this nigga talking about racism. Get the fuck out of
Nations. Donations. 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 Donations.
with the
Gifts. Gifts. Gifts.
Bro, I'm fucking losing it. Yo, this shit is funny. Yo, we just gonna let this shit run.
Protests. I want all FDMG donors and supporters to get ready for a protest. We may have to march on City Hall, brothers and sisters. We may have to march on City Hall because of the racism. I'm going to call it what it is, racism. Discriminatory treatment. Why did we get no notification that y'all were going to sell our schools? Why did you not respond to any of our emails to retroactively apply our vacant property registration fee waiver? I knew they didn't want Dr. Umar in Wilmington. I didn't know it was this bad. I knew that the power structure, I'm not talking about the brothers and sisters in the community. They love us. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. Shout out to our Wilmington, Delaware family. They love Dr. Umar and FDMG. I'm talking about the power structure of Wilmington, Delaware. We knew they didn't want us in that city, but we didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far as to ignore us for 4 months and try to sell the school behind our backs. I didn't know they would go this far.
Real dog.
To ignore us for 4 months and try to sell our schools that we've been working on for 6.5 years behind our backs.
That's what happened when you don't pay their asses, bro. They want their fucking money. And if they have to sell your shit to get their money, that's what they're going to do. You know? That's what they're going to do. And the reason why, if this is correct, right? And this shit wasn't like levied by some government agency because of fraud or something like that. It's just garnishments. You know what I'm saying? For the city, because I've seen that. A lot of times when you do get these, these loans, and then you have to pay like tax and CAM and all of that other shit, you know what I'm saying, for an occupational license. What ends up happening is you actually have to personally sign. Like you have to personally sign for specific expenses to make sure that if you welch, someone is still liable for this shit. So not only are they going to garnish the the funds, not only are they going to garnish the assets of the entity, the limited liability or S corp that you have, the limited liability company or the S corp that you have, they're going to come after the person that signed, for responsibility for it. I forget the term that they use for the person that signs for that shit. But either way, I've seen that shit happen. It happens all of the time. It's gonna happen. If anybody's ever tried to set up a brick and mortar restaurant or anything like that, if you don't have that dough, and you don't have like other entities that you can use as backup collateral and all of that other shit, they are gonna make you personally sign for that shit. So that way, if you welch on some expenses, they can come after you and take your shit. Now, yeah, a cosigner. You know what I'm saying? It's a cosigner, but it's a little bit more than that. So if he just signed like on his own, or he tried to do that shit, because that's what a lot of people think they'll be slick with. They think they'll be able to just set up like an LLC or an S corp and whatever. I just got a whole new EIN number and they can't come after me. Bullshit, bro. The cities is hip to that shit. So you ain't just gonna set up all of these businesses and clubs and restaurants and all of that shit, make money hand over fist, refuse to pay any bills, refuse to pay any property taxes, and then just set up another one a week later. No, they ain't gonna let you do that shit, bro. They about to come after you. They about to freeze all your shit. all of your shit. So that's what happens when these motherfuckers be thinking that they smarter than everybody. You think you the first motherfucker to try to get over and run a goddamn little mini Madoff Ponzi scheme? You ain't the first nigga to do that shit. Yeah, usually, yeah, you will need a co-applicant or something. But who the hell else was gonna sign for some shit with this nigga? You know, that's probably one of the reasons why he used all them damn different aliases. He probably was his own damn co-signer. Fucking joke.
So, brothers and sisters, this is what we're going to do. We're going to fight like hell to get our money from the bank. We're going to pay off this vacant property registration fee waiver. And we might still have a protest at City Hall because this is wrong, brothers and sisters. I have emailed the mayor. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the chief of staff. I have gotten no response. I have emailed the city council president. I have gotten no response. So, brothers and sisters, I'm going to meet with my team, and we're going to decide if we're going to go ahead and have this protest. And it ain't going to be one. We're going to do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our donors and supporters across
Donations. Donations. Donation. Donations. 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 Gifts. Gifts.
do multiple protests. And we're going to invite our donors and supporters from across the state of Delaware, our donors and supporters across the United States, and our donors and supporters across the entire planet. We may have to march on Delaware to let them know that you don't treat black people like this. Because if I was white, I wouldn't have been treated like this.
Bullshit. Hey, Emperor, you better tell him bullshit. Bullshit. They would have came and got your ass just the same, motherfucker. But more than likely, let's keep it real. Them white folks would have had their fucking lawyer already on deck. You know what I'm saying? To be like, look, man, they taking your shit. They taking this shit. So I suggest you hide your money, hide yourself, hide your ass, hide the soap, all of that shit. Because at this point, we just want to keep your ass the fuck up out of jail. You know? So that's about the only difference between you and white folk right now. Okay? But as far as the city concerned, oh yeah, their shit would have been garnished and put up for auction on the 25th just the same. You trust that. They don't give a fuck about no goddamn skin tone, man. You would have had to boot up that bread or they would have come and took your shit.
If we were Asian, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Arab, we wouldn't have been treated like this. If we were Jewish, we wouldn't have been treated like this. But we were treated like this because we were black. How dare you ignore us for 4 months and then put a sign on our door without even telling us that you're going to sell our properties? Brothers and sisters, why didn't we receive a certified letter?
Look, you hear what this nigga saying, right? What he really telling you right here is that he don't open his fucking mail. That's why he's saying, why didn't you send me a certified letter? Why didn't you send me something that I would have had to actually sign for? Because this nigga know he owe money. He know he owe money. Look at this shit. He know it. Debtors don't open their mail. Most motherfuckers that owe money, they don't even go to the mailbox. Why bother? Ain't never nothing but bad news in that bitch. So he don't know. Why did they send you a certified letter? They did. They put it on the fucking door. You said it yourself. With a rubber band and masking tape. That was your certified letter. Your notice of eviction. Your notice to vacate. Goddamn, man.
Why didn't we receive a certified letter? Why didn't we receive an email? Why didn't we receive a phone call?
He just said it. Oh, Lord.
Oh, we not going to quit. We not going to give in. The only thing left on the elementary school is to lay down the tile. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy. We're going to lay down this tile, and we're going to apply for our certificate of occupancy.
What the fuck you mean? This nigga done owed, bro. This man has had this property since 2019, and you still have not applied for your certificate of occupancy? You damn right you gotta pay vacant registration fees. You ain't got no fucking business. Yo, and I know the people in the city of Wilmington pissed off like a motherfucker. Because the way they see it, they could have had an actual tenant, a business owner in that bitch that would have paid their property taxes, all right, had a legitimate business going on in there where they would have been able to hire employees and actually contribute to the economy in that damn city. They want their fucking money, man. They would have paid their property taxes. They would have paid their water and sewage fees. They would have paid. They wouldn't have had to pay vacant registration fees because they would have had a certificate of occupancy already and all of that other shit. Like some shit would have already been up and running. And this is the shame in that shit, because all that motherfucker really would have had to do is set up a virtual school and use that shit as the headquarters. That's it. All that motherfucker really needed was a few desks, Wi-Fi. You know what I'm saying? Wi-Fi. You don't even need a T1 line for that shit, man. Motherfucker could have just split that shit. You know, just used the splitter and did all that shit virtually. Now, granted, you wouldn't have been able to get like $15,000, $18,000 a year per student or no shit like that. But you would have been able to get you some bread, bro. You know, motherfuckers would have paid you about $200-$300 a month just for some extra classes, you know, to teach Pan-Africanism or Black history or masculinism or whatever the fuck it is, courses that he had in that shit, polygamy or whatever the fuck he's doing. He could have did that shit legit and wouldn't even really had to go through much like curriculum certification and none of that shit that like most schools have to do, and actually just had a profitable business. But the motherfucker was too busy flying all over the world, popping shit, going on DJ Vlad, you know, hitting the art of dialogue, you know, and jumping up in single mama's drawers and shit. And doing this shit right here.
Donations. 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 Donations.
Yeah.
Donations. Gifts. 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 More gifts. More
Lamar Johnson, you are a bum. You are a bum. A scamming ass bum. Period. Thank you. Shout out to the purgers. A bum. Shit.
Yeah. That's Rico. You know what I'm saying? Rico said you a bum, nigga. You know? Nah, man. Bro, you cannot. Bro. This is the shit that need to be shunned. Because I'd be like, look, man, skin folk don't make us kinfolk. And I know that motherfucker telling a bunch of people the shit that they want to hear. And a lot of that shit be true. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of that shit be true that nigga be saying, man. From the shit that they making kids eat to the damn drugs, you know, that they're prescribing our youth, you know. Especially in like the black community is the biggest target for that shit. He is 100% correct. You know, black women are the biggest target of pharmaceutical companies, you know, big pharma when it comes to antidepressant medication, you know what I'm saying, prescribing our boys all types of damn ADHD medication when they're really just boys. That's it. They're just young boys. They giving that shit to our little girls and shit. You know what I'm saying? The chemicals that they got these little girls putting in their hair and all that other shit. He right about that. But usually, that's why these scams be working. Because there's some truth to all of them. That's why they're able to resonate so well. But unfortunately, these scamming ass motherfuckers, the shits always either start or end with this shit right here.
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More.
See, and if we have trouble getting our inspection and certificate of occupancy, we will have to march. We will have to march. We might march anyway, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We're not giving up, brothers and sisters. We're not giving up. We need y'all to call the mayor of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the mayor's chief of staff in Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the city council president of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the commissioner of license and inspections of Wilmington, Delaware. We need y'all to call the vacant property office of Wilmington, Delaware, and demand that those unjust fees be removed from our account. Let them know that you are a donor of FDMG. Let them know you are a supporter of FDMG. And let them know that
bullshit. Hell nah, man. Man, look, if that motherfucker does anybody know, is that shit a legit 501c3 or at least, matter of fact, I don't think the D3 will give you a you know what I'm saying, a tax deductible receipt for your donations and gifts. You know what I'm saying? But if he's got a legitimate 501c3, the only people you need to let know that your ass was a donor of that shit is the fucking IRS. And also make sure that you let that law firm know that you were a donor to FDMG when that class action lawsuit hits this motherfucker. Because they coming after his ass, man. And God only knows how many years that's going to be, but they likely going to hit this motherfucker with a class action lawsuit at some point. Because when I say it was in the millions, it was likely north of about 3-4 million that he banned motherfuckers for. You know? So you owe them people some serious restitution, dude. Now, prison will come too. Prison will come too, but the civil suit coming as well. Real shit. Easily 3 million. Easily.
But if this situation is not rectified, we will march on the city and we will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware. We will sue the city of Wilmington, Delaware for racism and discriminatory treatment. If you need to reach me, 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. 215-989-9858, text message only. This is your brother, Dr. Umar Ifa Tunde, letting you know that I'm still standing for black people. I'm still riding for black boys, and we will open the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. No racism from the city of Wilmington will stop us. No sabotage from the city of Wilmington will stop us. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the mayor's chief of staff. Tomorrow morning, get on your telephone and call the commissioner for license and inspection. Tomorrow morning, call the city council president of Wilmington and ask them, why was Dr. Umar in FDMG ignored for 4 months when he was trying to rectify this problem? Why was Dr. Umar in FDMG Academy ignored for 4 months while he was trying to rectify this?
Because them niggas don't want to fucking talk to you, nigga. That's why. Let's go. Why the fuck would anybody want to talk to you when they just want their fucking money? Let's keep it real. You know? Let's keep it real. Once you get him on the civil lawyer, on the civil, lower burden of proof, you can go after him criminally, and the Fed's gonna do that. That is a fact, Emperor Kojak. Did that rhyme? Shout out to Sir Ism. I had Sir Ism in the building just a minute ago. But nah, that's real, bro. You know? And that's going to take a little bit more time. But that's why the city of Wilmington is on his ass now, because they want their shit first. Because you owe them some real money. They ain't even got to go to court for that shit. Well, they do have to go to court, but that shit open and shut like a motherfucker, man. Because they got your signature on all that shit. They got your signature on all that shit. Open and shut.
Problem. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. Brothers and sisters, they could have simply told us no. We will not retroactively apply your vacant property registration fee waiver. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. No problem. We could have got a payment plan. But instead of responding to me the first week of April, instead of responding to me the first week of April, they ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend. They ignore us for 4 months and put a sign on our door this past weekend saying we're going to sell these schools if you don't pay our money. We're not going to email you. We're not going to send you a letter in the mail. We're not going to call you. We're going to put a letter on your door that somebody can take and run off with, as somebody did. They took the letter off the high school and sent it to YouTube, the struggle streamers. What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? What if they took the letter off the elementary school? Brothers and sisters, we need your donation so we can pay this bill. They say we owe $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe $20,000 on the high school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the elementary school. They say we owe approximately $20,000 on the high school. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. Our accounts are frozen. We need y'all to help us pay this bill. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. We're going to fight like hell to get our accounts freed up. But if we don't, y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. Y'all got to help us pay this bill and save our school. You don't have to root for me, brother. I don't need you. I got more than enough.
What a fucking joke, man. And that's all I can call that shit, man. Like, niggas is beyond roasting this nigga at this point, man. This is a joke. And I'm only doing this shit because this is that pathetic, man. Y'all cannot fall for this shit. Like, you cannot call yourself a community, but niggas like this don't literally just get spanked in public. Like, these are the types of motherfuckers that if this shit was, I don't know, 1,000 years ago or even 500 years ago, these motherfuckers would be brought out in public and stoned. Like, real shit, tied up, pinned to a stake, and stoned. I remember I was having a conversation on witch doctors, right? And, they was talking about how shit goes in other countries where they're like, a thief is like pretty fucking low. Like, y'all remember when when that Ball brother and them boys from UCLA over in China, they stole some damn, some shades. And them boys almost got 12 years in a Chinese prison. They don't play that shit. The shit that we consider a misdemeanor over here. See, America was built on pillage, plunder, scamming, and bullshit. Thievery and stealing. And then the motherfuckers just made laws to protect the shit that they stole. So because of that, stealing is kind of decriminalized in America. It's kind of just how shit works. Right? But elsewhere, motherfuckers be like, nah, bro. A thief is low. Like some of the lowest of the low. PDFs and shit. That shit is on that level. Like, y'all remember that movie Coming to America? know what I'm saying? When them boys in Queens was trying to sell all that Louis luggage and the damn solid gold hair dryer and shit back to Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall. What Arsenio Hall say? Thief! Stop! Thief! Come back! Thief! Thief! Yeah, bro, that's the way that shit work. Motherfuckers about to yell that shit and point at a motherfucker. You run all you want. But motherfuckers will never forget your face because you a thief. To be honest, I know that movie was a bunch of comedy and all of that shit, but that was one of the realest parts of that fucking movie, and I never really hear anybody mention that part, even when you talk about some of just the realest fucking parts. Like motherfuckers from other countries, that's what they gonna do. Especially if somebody's already rich and wealthy and shit, they ain't about to run after you. They're about to just label you a thief. And nobody wants to be labeled that because there's no way that an actual community can get behind you. An actual tribe will never, ever co-sign you and defend you if you are known to be a thief, because you can't trust a thief. Nobody wants to be friends with a thief because a thief can just rob you. A con artist may just con you. So why the hell would you want to be friends with a con man? Unless you're a con man too. Now, for the most part, over the years, I just let Umar do what Umar do. I ain't even do no content on him because I'm like, man, whatever, man. People want to donate to that shit. It's all gravy. Whatever, man. They want to buy the dream. It's all good. It's all good. It is what it is. But when that Ponzi scheme fall on itself, I'm going to be on this nigga neck, man. But here, I ain't even going to bother being on this motherfucking neck too heavy because y'all see it. And if you don't see it, I'm going to be 100. You a fucking idiot, dog. You a fucking idiot, bro. I suggest you go over to them boys. You know what I'm saying? You go over to the Bracy gang and shit. And you go buy that bridge in Brownsville that the motherfuckers is over there trying to sell you. I'm sure you're in the market for it. You stupid motherfucker. You know? Because we don't want shit to do with you neither. If we a real community, we don't want shit to do with motherfuckers like this or the motherfuckers that support them. Because even if you are like generous, gullible, whatever, you're a fucking liability, bro. Like for real. Thieves and scammers are definitely a problem. But the stupid motherfuckers that will support them are always going to be a liability. They will always put the entire crew, the entire team, the entire tribe, the entire community in jeopardy. You know? That's one of the reasons why other demographics and shit hold education, common sense, family values in high regard. Because they understand that a fucking idiot jeopardizes everything. We don't want no fucking idiots. So all of these motherfuckers on here trying to defend stupidity, nah, fuck them too. They just as bad, if not worse than the scammers. And I'm going to tell you why. Not only is this bitch Umar one of the biggest pieces of shit, and it ain't even because of what the hell happened with his baby mama and his kids and the fish tank smelling fanatic ass groupies and shit, whatever. You know? And I ain't even gonna say for the scamming. I'm not gonna give you a pass on it, but I get it, bro. You had to feed yourself. The fact that your ass was robbing the wrong people, bro. Real shit. You was robbing the wrong fucking people. You was robbing people that couldn't even afford to fund this shit. You talking about single mothers, people living paycheck to paycheck. Dudes fresh out of prison. You know what I'm saying? People just hoping for a better community, trying to fund what they believe is a good cause. People that look just like you. There's a reason why this nigga pushing Pan-Africanism. He's like, why would I limit this shit to just black Americans? I'll get anybody of melanated damn skin complexion to donate to me so I can get these donations. Donations. More gifts. You robbing the wrong people. But the reason why his damn supporters and his donors are a bigger fucking problem than him is because when niggas like him end up in prison or end up broke or finally shunned or their Ponzi scheme falls on itself and it's over, they'll just go donate to somebody else's fucking scam. Real shit. That's what they say, man. You can lock up as many damn dope dealers as you want to. But as long as you got users on the street, there will always be dealers. Same thing with hoes. You can lock up as many hoes as you want to. But as long as you got tricks on the street willing to pay for that, there will always be hoes. Another one just gonna pop the fuck up. As long as there's a demand, there will always be a supply. So you keep these stupid motherfuckers stupid and in the goddamn streets, there's just gonna be another Umar Johnson that pops the fuck up and does this shit again. Y'all gotta stop funding this shit, man.
Supporters. But I want everybody to know that there might be a protest soon. We need you to come in from Africa, from Europe, from Australia, from Canada, to come in from all the 50 states and show the city of Wilmington, Delaware. You will not disrespect black people. You will not sabotage black people. You will not discriminate against black people. And you will not try to steal property from black people. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde, standing strong, Leo season. We will not quit. We will not abdicate. We will not equivocate. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. Garveyism to get back. Pan-Africanism to perish. See you in Nat Turner land. See you in New Orleans. See you in Hattiesburg. See you in Mobile, Alabama. This is your brother, King Kong Consciousness. I love you too. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Washington, D.C., we stand with you. Donald Trump want to pull out the National Guard. Washington, D.C., we stand with you. My Philly Africans, my West Philly, my North Philly, my Southwest Philly, my Derby, my Yeadon, my Chester Africans, my Delaware Africans, my Wilmington Africans. Thank you for standing with us. Wilmington, Delaware Africans, my Dover, Delaware Africans, my Sussex County.
What up, Rogue C? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Rogue C in the building. We see you. Yeah. But you understand what I'm saying, man. Now this motherfucker want to It's all a Democrat Republican day. Everybody that hates Donald Trump, send some donations, and gifts.
Donations, gifts, more gifts.
Yo, this shit is not even funny anymore, but I can't help but laugh. I cannot help but laugh, yo.
The Africans, my Connecticut Africans, my Brooklyn, my Harlem, my Long Island, Staten Island, Boogie Down, Bronx Africans. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Make your donations for Black August Leo season. I will see you in Nat Turner land, August the 21st, next week, Nat Turner land. Make sure you go to natturnerlibrary.com and get your tickets. Make sure you go
ahead and buy a ticket for this motherfucker, man. If you want to. We're going to check out some more of this motherfucking shit. I ain't going to go past the 2-hour mark. I think this shit is pathetic. It's hilarious. This nigga got some serious damn issues. This nigga need help, man. Like real shit. But not the type of help that everybody been giving him. Definitely not that type of help. No. Like I said, let these Ponzi schemes and shit fall on themselves. You know what I'm saying? How dare this motherfucker even call folks struggle streamers and everything else? Nah, most of these people you calling struggle streamers actually got real legitimate jobs. We ain't brought in a minute of the donations that your ass done brought in. Not even a small percentage of them, but we still make a living. We ain't up here begging everybody to pay our damn bills. Like I said, it's always the motherfuckers, bro, that claim they on some righteous shit or claim that they about some get money shit or they got everything together, that always be the most desperate and the most fucked up. Listen to this shit. I got this one right here.
That where are my unapologetically African alpha males? Where are my 5'5" thick in the thighs, all natural head to toe? Beautiful African sisters, my continental queens, Caribbean queens, European, Asian, Canadian, Australian, South Pacific queens, my Jersey, my Florida, my Mississippi, my Philly, my Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, my Tennessee, my Omaha, my Nashville, my Knoxville, my Memphis queens, my San Diego, my Oakland, my San Fran, my LA, my...
I had 100 clips. They are from New York. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga said this shit sound like some goddamn 1998 fucking tear the club up roll call and shit. Real shit. This sound like a DJ mix or something. Y'all still falling for this shit? I told you, man. And shout out to China White, because she came up here and she kept it 100 the other day. And she was like, look, man, I know Ant be going off sometimes. You know? But real shit, Ant be showing a lot of restraint on motherfuckers. But if you know Ant, you know what the hell is really going to piss him off. Like, what's going to send him through the roof. It's certain shit. And she ain't even want to say it. I'm going to tell y'all straight up. What pisses me off is when people try me with the same old typical bullshit that they'll try anybody else with. Knowing goddamn well, I am not a typical nigga, man. I am an exceptional nigga. So if you're going to try me with some bullshit, try me with some exceptional bullshit. I can at least respect that. But if you're going to try me with the same old bullshit that you try everybody else with, or the same old bullshit that you've been doing with for the last 10, 15, 20 fucking years, and think that I'm too stupid to not notice that shit, bro, I'm insulted. I never made that a secret. I'm insulted. God damn it. Give me about an extra 15 to 20 seconds of thought before you come at me. That's all I ask. I can at least respect that. But this motherfucker has so little respect for black people, Pan-Africanists, his donors, his supporters, that he would continue to do the same shit over and over and over again. Like that shit, how do you not feel insulted by that? It's like, damn, bro. You ain't got a new hustle? And I'll give it to him. Maybe that shit just kept it going because he's like, look, I got a building. I even got 4 letters on it. FDMG, that motherfucker couldn't even pay for a real sign. You know what I'm saying? A real sign with some real lights that actually said Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy. That motherfucker just put FDMG up there and just shined a spotlight on it. And that shit got him an extra like 4 or 5 years of donations. Donations. Donations.
Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Donations. Gifts. 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 More gifts. More.
Real shit. That's about to be my new super chat video, dog. I'm about to set that shit up as soon as I get off of this goddamn stream. That shit is going to...
Donations. 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 Donations.
donations, gifts, 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 more gifts, more gifts.
Hey, my Little Rock, my Jackson, Mississippi queens. Oh, we gonna cross that finish line. We gonna cross that finish line.
Where the Haitians at? I want to know. Has any Haitians donated to this nigga? Because this motherfucker hey, he rocking that Zoe flag on his damn head and shit. Man, hey, the Zoes I know will fucking take a machete and cut your fucking arms off, man. You fuck with their money, man. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Freezy, man, if you still in the building, let me know, man. Hey, bro, you from around my neck of the woods, bro. Hey, them Zoes don't play about they fucking bread, bro. You do good business and you good. You try that snake oil shit, the boys is coming for you, man. Ain't no pistols, dog. They like using machetes and shit.
Black August, baby. Black August. We gonna cross that finish line. PayPal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit the PayPal. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. Peace and Pan-Africanism. This is your big brother, Dr. Umar Ifatunde Oguntade. We trying to get these colors right for the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey RBG. Got to get the flooring right. Yes, brothers and sisters, the accounts might be frozen, but we are chosen and we must continue. The accounts might be chosen. The accounts might be frozen, but we are chosen. We must continue with the mission. Rain, sleet, snow, or hail. We must continue with the mission, brothers and sisters. Oh, yes. We must continue with the mission. We must not quit, my brother.
Peace and Pan-Africanism. I hope you get a refund from this nigga, man. Because you know I got a...
Donations, 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 gifts, 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 more gifts, more gifts.
Yo, if you donated anything to this nigga, man, I suggest you demand a refund now. Now, granted, if you hit him up and you ask for a refund through Venmo or PayPal or something, that nigga's probably gonna send you a request for some sandwich money or something. You know what I'm saying? He gonna need one of them damn Philly cheesesteaks or something just to be able to get through the night. Because I know that nigga's stomach is growling and all that shit. That nigga broke. That nigga dead ass broke. You know? But look at this shit. This nigga still over here. You talking about you done had this spot for 6 fucking years and you just now picking the wall color to match the tile. Which it ain't even really supposed to match. It's supposed to offset. You know? And you in here by your goddamn self picking shit out. So all you did was have somebody come through. They done dropped off the samples. Yeah, one of his queens will feed him. You know? So that's what that nigga's been reduced to. That nigga is literally, that nigga's not even a trick. This nigga is turning tricks. That's what Umar's doing. This nigga is turning tricks. This nigga's donations. This nigga is selling dick. That's what the hustle became. Because people ain't donating to this cause no more. People ain't been donating to this cause for years. This nigga is flying all over the world, you know, and letting desperate ass chicks pay him to fuck them. And this nigga done got so goddamn desperate. You saw that chick, you know, come out there and say that shit. Tried to kill two birds with one stone, get a little care for his mom and shit. But now he got to air him out for content. That's how desperate this nigga is for views and clicks and likes and
donations. Donations.
Which one of them greens? Which one of them greens match the wall, brothers and sisters? I said, which one of them greens match the wall? Is it the kiwi? Is it the lime zest, brothers and sisters? Is it the kiwi or is it the lime zest? Which one of those tiles match the floor, brothers and sisters?
And this is a shame too. Like, why even bother trying to turn this shit into content when you can do this shit on a computer now? And this technology has existed since the damn 90s, like the early 90s, when they just match up paint and colors and shit. That shit has existed for the longest, bro. You go to Sherwin-Williams, whatever, Home Depot will do that shit for you. All you gotta do is get a chip of paint or a color or some shit, and they will literally mix a whole can full of that same color for your ass on the spot. So to do some shit like that, be asking people what color matches just so you can have something to stream about is pathetic.
Let's get it done. Let's get it done. It's time to stop playing games. Let's finish what we started. Let's finish what we started, the Frederick Academy for Pan-African Excellence. Brothers and sisters, which one of those blues match the wall, brothers and sisters? We got to choose some tile. We got to choose which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? I need y'all to help me out. I need y'all to help me out. Which blue is matching the wall? Help me out, brothers and sisters. Which blue is matching the wall? Which tile? This is for the floor tile. Which blue? You want the dark blue, the baby blue, the medium blue, the coon blue, the Negropean blue, the African blue, the Neanderthal blue? Which blue matches the wall, brothers and sisters? We must finish them. Stay focused. We must stay focused. Okay.
No, it doesn't. That's what I'm saying. This nigga looks stupid. Like, just looks stupid. He's just trying to show people, like, look, I got it, but look at the title of this video where he trying to show you. Emperor, look at the title of the video. FDMG Academy floors, accounts are frozen, but I am the chosen. This is just a few days ago. They trying to stop us. Yo, they about to take your shit. Somebody want to go help this nigga out? Go get this nigga 40,000, bro. You turn this shit into a club real quick. That's what I would do with that shit. You know? All them walls that he painted, knock them shits right the fuck out. Knock them shits right the fuck out, man. Lay down some cheap ass carpet. You know what I'm saying? Fuck tiles, bro. You lay down some cheap ass carpet. Wire that shit with some, you know what I'm saying, with some speakers. You know? With some speakers, insulate. You ain't gonna need them walls. Knock them shits down, bro. We set up a club real quick, man. All we gotta do is put a couple screens in that motherfucker, man. You know, some lights. Might cost you like 65 total to get this nigga out of debt real quick. Get a hold of that shit, man. You holler at me, man, you will make your money back in a fucking month. But that school shit is over. That shit can't be a school. You got to turn that shit into a club. That's what I would do.
Which
Real.
yellow?
Get rid of them damn ceiling tiles. Get rid of them shit. Not all. Take all that shit the fuck out. You know, take all that shit the fuck out.
Matches the wall.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Emperor, you feel me? That's how you do that shit, bro. I'm like, yo, that's about it. I don't see nothing. That's it, man. You gotta turn that shit into a club, dog. That shit would take probably about a week. You know, maybe 2. And the only reason why I say 2 is because you actually gonna need real permits to get that shit popping. Cause he ain't got none of them. He ain't got the occupational license. You know, he damn sure ain't got no beer, wine, definitely not no liquor. You know, definitely not no damn liquor. But the beer and wine, you can get that shit real quick. You can get that shit real cheap. And if you want to, you stock that motherfucker with house liquor and you give that shit away. Just give it away. And I'll let y'all in on a secret. You want to give it away and still make a profit? Charge everybody $50 at the fucking door for an open bar with house liquor. No? Don't don't give away Maker's Mark whiskey. Make sure you give away McCormick whiskey. Okay? No Svedka vodka. You make sure you give Skol vodka. Real shit. You make all your money back. Just give that shit away. You don't need a license to give it away. You need a license to sell it. Just so you know. I told you, getting the liquor law, you got to give it away. That's why you get that cheap shit and you just put open bar on the sign. Open bar with admission. And when you run out of liquor, that's it, man. Shut everything down. Shut everything down. You just got to make sure you have the right security, carding people at the door. Because that's one thing you don't want to do is give that shit away to underage people. You don't want to get caught up like that under no circumstances. But you make sure you got an ironclad ID check and you'll be all right. Shit, if he knows someone on an army base, they can get the booze for cheap. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't lying about that, bro. You ain't lying about that shit. But shit, you got to get that house shit, bro, that garbage. And make sure you got mops, buckets, all that shit on deck, because there will be a lot of puking. A whole lot of puking, a whole lot of passing out, and the shit is an insurance nightmare. But don't worry, you ain't trying to get rich. You're just trying to make your money back and do that nigga a favor. You know what I'm saying? So about 2-3 weekends of that shit, you should be good. Real shit. It'll end up costing you about $60,000, and then after expenses and all that other shit, if you can stay open for about a month, you'll probably leave with it ahead about maybe 15 or 20. And you distribute that amongst your crew, you'll probably just break even. You'll probably just break even. You ain't gonna make much, but you'll at least do this nigga a favor and get him out of a jam. That's it. I've seen better businessmen and women do deals on cocktail napkins with people they don't even know a motherfucker's last name. Just with a handshake and a conversation. That's why I don't want to hear all of this shit that this nigga's talking about that he didn't know, to get caught up with this shit right here and bullshit like nobody hit him up. Man, this is just shitty business, man. Y'all cannot condone this shit, man. Under no circumstances. I don't give a damn if you like that shit that he's spewing. It doesn't matter, man. If you really want to help fix the black community, understand that our people don't even suffer from lack of knowledge. They suffer from a lack of thirst for knowledge. People don't do better because they don't know better. So, and when you don't know better, you'll fall for this type of bullshit. He said, get the mops and buckets, you know what I'm saying, in bulk for very cheap. Yeah. Yeah, bro, you got to have it. Because it's going to be a whole lot of puking, a whole lot of passing out, all of that shit, bro. Because I'm selling nothing but that bullshit, bro, that bottom shelf shit. Because I'm giving it away. You ain't going to get no liquor license fucking with Umar, man.
Which yellow matches the wall, brothers and sisters? Y'all want that lemon lick or that lemon yellow? We can't go orange. Do y'all want that lemon lick or that lemon yellow? That lemon lick or that lemon yellow, brothers and sisters? We must finish the mission. Okay. Let's match up the teacher's lounge, brothers and sisters. The teacher's lounge. What colors for the teacher's lounge, brothers and sisters? What colors for the teacher's lounge, brothers?
Look, I'm going to show y'all the date on this fucking video, man. This shit is literally 6 days ago. 6 days ago. Now, y'all know the rules when it comes to evictions and foreclosures and all that shit. You're going to get a minimum of 30-day notice, right? He has to be out by the 25th of August. So 6 days ago, not even a week ago, this motherfucker is telling y'all to donate and hook him up with some dough so that he can fix up the teacher's lounge. Nigga, you ain't got no teachers. You ain't got no students. You ain't got no school. You ain't got no money. You ain't even paid a water bill, motherfucker. They charging you an abandoned building tax. And you over here trying to fucking decorate the teacher's lounge? Really? Oh, Lord.
Brothers and sisters, what colors for the teacher's lounge, brothers and sisters? Don't go with the lemon yellow. Don't go with the lemon yellow, brothers and sisters. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. We got to raise the money and pay for the tile and cove.
We got to raise the money and pay for the tile. Nigga, you got 12 days, bro, to get your shit the fuck up out of there, bro. Anything that is of any value, you got computer towers, you got any type of, I don't know what else he got. If you got lamps, lights, shit, anything, any scrap metal or anything like that could be scrapped, you know what I'm saying? If you done put in like a kitchen or something like that, you know, you're gonna have to scrap some of this metal, bro, and maybe you can recoup some dough out of that shit. And this nigga's trying to donations to decorate some shit that you about to be kicked the fuck out of. Can you hear this shit?
Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. We got to raise the money and pay for the tile in the cove base. In the cove base, brothers and sisters. We got the...
Y'all should have known what was up. This nigga still streaming. How the fuck do you come on the internet travel all over the fucking world, bro, and you still streaming from a goddamn iPhone, bro. I don't even think that nigga's streaming from an iPhone. This motherfucker might be streaming from some kind of old school Nokia. And shout out to everybody that tuned in to the Marketing 101 stream last night, man. I appreciate all of y'all, man, because that was very, very interesting, very fun. We're gonna get set up with the next one. We'll be talking to the members tomorrow, so y'all make sure y'all hit the membership link. We'll have a members only live stream, and we'll be talking about our next one. I do have a few more topics, but speaking of that, this is a cool segue because we're gonna be talking about iPhone as opposed to BlackBerry and Android and some other shit too. So when you talk about marketing and branding, those motherfuckers have changed the game. So I'm not going to get too deep into that right now. Y'all just make sure y'all tune into the membership stream. I know a lot of y'all got memberships already, and if you don't, make sure y'all get those. Hey, you talk about $1.99, man. I don't even need that. It's just if I don't put it behind a paywall, ain't nobody going to appreciate it, bro. You know? So it kind of is what it is. But yeah, and that's just, we'll just be talking about some of the content with that. Marketing 101, branding 101, and kind of just getting in where you fit in. And I appreciate that, Bridget. I'm glad that you enjoyed that. So, you know what I'm saying? There goes the Cash App. All donations are welcome. You know, hey, this is about to be my new
Donations.
right here.
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Wow. He needs to be ripping. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. All the wiring, the pipes out of there. That motherfucker need to be pulling that coil up out of that AC. All of that shit, bro. Facts, dog. The copper scrapping. That's what you got 12 days to gut that motherfucker. Gut it. Bro, I ain't even lying to you, bro. I'd even be trying to get something off of the wood. Every fucking dollar, bro. This is one of those going out of business, everything must go moments. Like everything's a dollar type shit. Everything's a dollar or best offer. And this motherfucker's like, fuck that. I'm still gonna get my donations. Yo, Emperor say, yo, I be selling them samples too. Yo, facts, dog. I be selling you might as well scrap everything. And I'm gonna be real, bro. That's some shit that I learned from the rich folks, bro. Like, that's the lesson motherfuckers got from them damn corporate raiders and shit back in the 70s and the 80s and shit. Yo, they chop shit up into little pieces. The whole fucking companies, bro. If y'all remember that movie Wall Street, that's really what the fuck that shit was. Michael Douglas character and that shit. That motherfucker purchased a bunch of the stock, got control of the company, and just liquidated the whole shit. Or another movie the way they did that shit was that movie Other People's Money, which was kind of like a parody, but that was Danny DeVito. That's what he did. Larry the Liquidator. That's what a liquidation is. You know? That's it, bro. You get control of a company, nigga. You fire everybody, dog. You know what I'm saying? You cut bread off the budget. You know what I'm saying? You cut bread off of the damn labor budget. You know? That shit was an airline. It's like, yo, we selling the planes, we selling the hangars, we liquidating the overfunded pensions, you know, all of that shit, bro. That's what this motherfucker gonna have to do. Now he ain't got none of that. So all you got is, I mean, shit, he really ain't got nothing, bro. That motherfucker might have $1,000 worth of shit in there he can sell. None of that shit's worth anything. That shit ain't even worth what he paid for it. And he ain't hardly paid shit. You know? And that motherfucker talking about the tile and shit. Ain't even no tile on the floor. You ain't even get no damn tile. You still trying to raise money for the tile. The tile would have been worth something if you still had it. You know, because you could recycle that marble. But you ain't got none. If you'd have had real marble or vinyl or some shit like that. They ain't got none of that shit, man. Just like you said, bro, you got AC, you know what I'm saying? Get you some of that copper, bro. Them coils, bro. That shit be money. That's why I don't know where y'all stay at, bro. Them AC units, them shits is in cages on roofs and shit. Because motherfuckers be going in and motherfuckers will take your coil. Oh, yeah. Didn't some people just pillage the place a month ago? Man, there's nothing to pillage that bitch for. He ain't got nothing. And this is a shame. Like, you looking at that shit, bro. Do you know it's so many places that you can go and literally come up on this shit dirt cheap? Just like you said, look at how they chopped up the Bell telephone system. Facts, bro. You can go so many places, bro, and you can get old, reused cubicles. Like, I done seen people turn entire, like, floors to buildings without having to put up new walls or any of that shit, bro. You know, you can make offices and cubicles. I've seen cubicle conference rooms. Made just with some shit. All you gotta do is set that shit up and you can get that shit dirt cheap. Sometimes you don't even have to pay for that shit, man. Depending on where you go to get it. Computer towers, everything. Cheap as fuck. That nigga has none of that shit. That's how you can tell this is a shitty businessman, man.
I could be on YouTube making,
especially after the global pandemic. Like, this is pathetic. Like, this shit, you could have got, the government was giving away money, and these companies, because they was upgrading their shit, they was paid to upgrade shit, they just gave shit away. For extra tax write-offs, they gave away old shit. Everybody came up. I remember, man, I was even able to hook my son up with entire computer fucking systems, dual monitors, all of that shit. Because my job was giving that shit away. Just give it, fucking, man, you got it. Office chairs, swivel chairs, all that shit. Yeah, that's fucked up, bro. I'm sorry to hear that too. But they'll take that, bro. They'll take anything, man. Yeah, they scrapping, bro. They scrapping them shits everywhere, bro. You know?
videos. I could be on YouTube making videos, but I'd rather build an institution. I could be on YouTube making videos, but I'd rather build an institution, bro.
But you on YouTube making a video. You hear this shit. This is a YouTube video. I am not looking at somebody else's channel. We on the King Kong Consciousness channel. This is a video you made on YouTube. Damn, man. Damn. Let's see what else this nigga got to say, man. I'm gonna find another video and then I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Because this is bad. This is really bad. I can't believe this shit. Not the cops advocating deletion. Dude stole a cop's shirt and badge. When I got him, the cops thanked me. Yeah, bro, they don't like that impersonating the police officer shit. And I know Lennon Honor been on this nigga neck, bro. Been on his fucking neck. Oh, shout out to Messy Michonne, man. You know what? I was checking out her premiere, and we're gonna watch that shit right now, man. Shout out to her. She just premiered this shit today.
What is anyone hitting the Venmo and the PayPal for, Bueller? Somebody help me understand why anyone would be hitting the Venmo and the PayPal. So let's go ahead and not even be one whole minute in, and I did fast forward this, so it is on a higher speed, playback speed, and he already asking for donations.
And shout out to her. She was smart enough to put that shit on a higher playback speed. I fuck with Messy Michonne, man. She be doing her thing. And shout out to Uncle Rick, too. You know what I'm saying? One of her top moderators. You know what I'm saying? They had a cool debate over a Team Fatties the other night. But at the same time, man, yo, that's what I got to do when the fuck I play Umar videos. You got to put up the playback speed because it take them 3 hours to break down 10 minutes worth of fucking content. It is horrible because you got to roast this nigga, too. Damn shame, man.
Donations, gifts. Shout out to Kofa. Wow. I
Got you, Messy.
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.
Yeah.
I tell you.
PayPal.me/Umar the psychologist or tap my Venmo. Text me for the links to donate to FDMG. Text me for the links to support Dr. Umar. 215-989-9858. 215-989-9858. On August the 5th, brothers and sisters. On August the 5th, the city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a notice to auction off the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy campus for unpaid vacant property registration fees. I repeat, on August the 5th,
We heard you the first
the
time.
city of Wilmington, Delaware, took out a lien to auction off the campus we bought, the campus we've been working on for 6.5 years. I was not notified of this. We were not notified of this. This past weekend, without an email, this past weekend, without a letter in the mail, this past weekend, without a phone call, the city of Wilmington put a notice on the door handle of both of our schools, informing me that if we don't pay the past due vacant property registration fees and outstanding utilities by the 25th of Black August, they will sell our campus. Brothers and sisters, can I ask you a question? Why were we not notified that they were going to try to sell our campus?
Why, brothers and sisters, let me ask y'all a question. Why is he bringing this to the public? Child, did you bring us to the public when you weren't getting the notices? Did you bring it to the public when you were charged unlawfully, when they were piling on fees and interest charges and things of that nature? Did you bring that to the public? Because if you didn't, I don't know why you're bringing this to the public now. Sir, I don't know. Anybody knows that you can't have a vacant property and that you will be assessed fees. And you are a smart, alleged doctor, and you should have known this. Plus, you should be paying attention to this instead of worrying about Black Queens Forever and taking your ass all over the daggone world on everybody else's dime while starting this video asking for more daggone money. And I know some of y'all gonna go ahead and give it to them. Do what you want with your money. But when y'all don't see and know when someone is full of ish, child, go on, sir.
Brothers and sisters, why?
And I fuck with you, Messy Michonne, but shout out to you, sister. You can just call this shit what it is, and that's a Ponzi scheme. Just call it what it is. fucking Ponzi scheme, man. Let's keep it real. Nah, he don't want to just incite a fucking riot. That's what the fuck they always do. Stupid shit and call that shit racism and try to incite everybody because that R word gets everybody up in a tizzy. You know, notice that shit, man. Even when I break down the body camera footage, and I got to schedule that one for tomorrow night, myself and just my 5 cents. We got a cool docket for y'all asses up here tomorrow night. Okay, make sure y'all check it out. But as soon as these motherfuckers get caught doing the dumbest shit, you catch them on camera, everything, and the cops catch their ass, they be like, oh, hey, y'all being racist. It's like, nah, bro. They just busted your black ass. That's all it was. That don't make them racist, dog. They just caught you breaking the fucking law. Shit happens. You know, it's not racism. You don't pay your bills, they're coming to get your shit. They do that shit to white people too.
Or are they trying to sell our campus at the very moment that our accounts are frozen? Brothers and sisters, is it a coincidence?
Now all of a sudden, so all these years, he said 6 years he's owned this place. So all these years, and now at the time finally that something happens to be happening that you can't pay, now all of a sudden they said, oh, this is a good time. So they don't have anything to stand on, sir. Why don't you go ahead and borrow some daggone money from any of the black people that you deal with so that you can go ahead and save your school instead of coming out to the public and begging them for more money so that they can go ahead and give you more money for whatever the heck it is that you need right now. So you're trying to tell me that this man don't have no means or ways to get any type of funds, funding, or anything at all. He don't know nobody. He don't know nobody in the black diaspora who can help him since he do everything black. Is blackity black, 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 black. Nobody. Does that sound right to y'all?
Is it a coincidence?
No.
Is it a coincidence that the city of Wilmington is trying to sell properties that we own and have been working on continuously behind our backs? They were going to sell our schools behind our backs.
They put a notice out. It's
they
not
didn't
behind your
even
back.
tell us that they were going to try to sell our schools. We received no notice in the mail.
Of course you did.
We received no notice by email.
Maybe you were in Africa when all that happened, or Iceland, or Switzerland.
Well, no, we actually have all of the proof right here. And shout out to the I Need Some Understanding channel. Y'all make sure y'all go and sub to that because it's all over there. But he tells you how to go and look this shit up yourself. All you got to do is look up the judgments. It's right there. Okay? All right. The filing date was on August the 5th of 2025. Here's what he owes. Here's why his shit's frozen. Here's why they are coming to get his shit. All right. Initial filing motions. I see you, Brandy Davis. Shout out to you. Initial filing motions. All right. See image attachment for judgment details. Date docketed August the 6th, 2025. Judgment is entered. All right. Jointly and severally against, severely, severally, I don't know what the fuck that means. All right, against Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey, RBG International Leadership Academy Incorporated, tax parcel number 26029400028. Judgment amounts to be paid as follows. Judgment amount $17,810.77. Water and sewage charges. The fuck does that say? Okay, $1,854.17. Exterior improvement charges, $156.60, and vacant registration fee, $15,500. All right, civil penalty charges, $300. All right, that enough for you? That enough for you?
And all the other lands that you've been in. Maybe if you had your ass at home, but allegedly, according to people's sources on the internet,
was too busy swimming in fish tanks. He was too busy swimming in fish tanks. Isn't that a shame? You can't pay your goddamn vacant registration bills. You can't call your daughter in 20-something fucking years. You can't even put tiles on the floor. You can't even get your occupational license for that fucking school, but you got plenty of time to fly to Africa and swim in fish tanks.
That say that you really don't have a home, but that could be a problem as well. Wherever your post office box is, are you checking it, sir? Are you checking it, sir? I'm not falling for this. I don't believe in none of what he's saying. He got the damn notice.
Received no phone calls at all
They ain't
that they
calling
were
you.
going to try to sell out schools. Instead,
They ain't
they put a
calling you
notice on the door handle.
as they supposed to.
Somebody stole one set of notifications and sent it to the YouTubian struggle streamers. Somebody stole the Frederick Douglass High School paperwork off the front door and sent it to the struggle streamers. But luckily for us, Sister Ra Ebony was able to get the paperwork off the Marcus Garvey School before the haters stole that paperwork.
That's what bugs me out. All of them, bro, all of them fucking donations and shit, and you can't even reach out to nobody on YouTube to do your fucking thumbnails and shit for you. Niggas ain't even charging shit for thumbnails. Niggas will give you a good package, dog. I know some people, man, you pay them $100, $200 a month and shit, bro. They'll give you a whole package full of thumbnails and shit like that. Yo, and this nigga shit just garbage. Garbage. Nigga don't use no streaming software, none of that shit. This nigga's expenses are ridiculously fucking low, and he wouldn't even pay him anyway, and the nigga still broke.
I mean, the school is in the hood. I mean, you should know what it is, sir. I know I do.
I believe, brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and please let me know your opinion.
Mm-hmm. I will.
I believe, brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and please let me know your opinion.
I will.
I believe, brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
and please let me know your opinion. I believe
I will.
that they were going to sell the school, and they wanted to sell the school before we found out. I believe that they wanted to sell the school before we found out. We were not supposed to know that they were going to sell our school. Why do I say that? We were given no notification. We received no letter in the mail. We received no email. We received no phone call that they were going to try to sell our schools. Instead, they put a notice on the door. In a low-income neighborhood, they put a notice on the door with rubber band and masking tape. They put a notice on the school front door with a rubber band and masking tape.
When people give you notices and stuff like this, where do y'all think that they do it? Where do y'all think that they put it? I mean, they're going to send you something in the mail, but then they're going to go ahead and put it on the daggone door, just like with an eviction. That notice gets plastered on the daggone door. I don't know what.
Well, that was an eviction. Right, that was an eviction. You know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I hope they charge that nigga for all of the damn filing fees.
This man can play some of y'all for fools, but he ain't playing me for no damn fool. He knows. That's it. That's all. He can start talking about rubber bands and plastic bags, all the hell it is that he wants to. He knew what was coming up, and he had 6 years to get this ish together and ain't get it together while y'all been donating for 6 daggone years, actually longer than that. But let's just talk about how long he's had this daggone school. He ain't do right by the school. He ain't fix the daggone school. He ain't open the daggone school. Ain't even a daggone door on there. Ain't even a daggone window around there. Nothing, nada. In the same low income neighborhood that he purchased the school, and he knew what it was. So don't try to talk about that now. You chose this place. You bought this place allegedly, sir. You knew what it meant to be there. You allegedly wanted it to be easier for those low income people to be able to get to said school. Then you could send a bus out and only be in the surrounding area so that you could get to more low income people, because he out here taking advantage of this, that, and them. But y'all ain't got no problem with allowing Dr. Umar to be out here for doing and saying this shit for years now. For more than 6 years that he has owned this daggone school. Y'all probably still gonna go to donate to him as well.
Brothers and sisters, it gets worse. Back in April, when I found out about the overdue vacant property registration fees.
Did he bring that to brothers and sisters when that happened, Bueller? Anybody who follows this mess closely, did he bring what happened in April to the front of the congregation at that point? Brothers and sisters, I got this. Brothers and sisters, I got that. Brothers and sisters, I got this bill. Brothers and sisters, it's a foreclosure or vacant lot notice, whatever the hell it's called. And between April and now August, April, May, June, July, August, in those 5 months while he was tramping around all over the world and buying plane tickets and going here and going there and going everywhere, did he take any of that money and save it and go ahead and put it towards the back fees on this daggone school? And while y'all was donating too, did he put any of that on there? Did he put any of it on there? Did he pay down any of it? Does he have any proof of that? Can he show anybody that? because he can get online and get those daggone bank statements to show what it is he did or did not pay. Shouldn't he have some daggone receipts? Where's the accounting of all this? Where's his accountant to prove that he did right by what it is he was doing? Where the money has resided all this daggone time? Maybe somebody needs to be asking those questions instead of going ahead and listening and thinking that anything that he says is true, accurate, and correct.
I had asked the city of Wilmington if they could retroactively apply
Prove it.
our nonprofit waiver.
Prove it.
According to the nonprofit waiver for the city of Wilmington, if you are a nonprofit organization, they will waive your vacant property registration fees for 4 years.
So if he's nonprofit, then why is it that he's asking y'all for money? Oh, I guess because it's a donation that it's okay, because he is allegedly not making any money. Well, that would lead me to ask them, why isn't this school been built in all this daggone time? Let me see, opened and refreshed and cleaned up and taken care of, whatever you want to call it. Why hasn't that been done all this time?
If you are a nonprofit organization in the city of Wilmington, they will waive your nonprofit vacant property registration fees for 4 years. If they would have applied our nonprofit vacant property registration waiver, we would owe absolutely nothing.
Then why is it that you didn't get that taken care of, sir? Since you're out here begging for money all the daggone time, you weren't taking care of the business at hand. That's what I'm hearing right now. I don't know what y'all hear, but that's what I'm hearing right now. And who and where is your lawyer that maybe should have been taking care of that as well? Or do you just do all this yourself also? Do you not have an accountant? I did ask that already. Who's your accountant and where are they and why didn't they clue you in on what needed to be done? This is a bunch of bullshit, y'all. More bullshit.
We would owe absolutely nothing. We would owe absolutely nothing. But I asked them, and they ignored my emails for 4 months.
Of course they did.
They ignored.
Yeah, I'm done with this shit. Thank you for reminding me that I was muted. Every now and then I'll talk into a perfectly good working microphone and I won't even know. But nah. All right, I can't even listen to this shit no more. We done with Umar. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna try to get the hey, I know I'm late with the sound, but you late with it too. You know what I'm saying? I'm on it now. Appreciate you though, Mr. Green. I'm about to redirect everybody over to Talks with 2K. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all go over there. We have been promoting the LA Projects channel. She has been doing her thing. She has been making waves. She almost got arrested covering a case the other day at the courthouse. You know what I'm saying? She has not just hit her milestone, but she has smashed it, and she is making waves around these spaces. So y'all make sure y'all enjoy that. I am getting up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all like the stream, share the stream, support the stream through Cash App, Super Chat, Super Thanks. You know what I'm saying? If you're catching the replay, that will be exclusive at Auntie's The Boiler Room. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Shout out to Mr. Green, too. I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? I got to get up with your homeboy. But check this out.
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts.